Yeah, I don't know.
And it
Scotty,
will eventually engulf
Fuck you, TJ.
all of the West. Next, we see the arrival of the
Oh, shit!
Antichrist.
Oh, I thought he was about to get hit
and
by
the
the car.
Okay, no, this was definitely shot in the U.S. just based on the license
look,
plate.
Right,
6.
there you go.
6.
Oh, there's 3 6s in the license plate.
Number of the beast.
Case
TJ.
closed. And look,
And
what's between the 2 6s? JSP7.
Jesus sucks.
Yeah.
Jesus sucks penis 7 times. The Antichrist mocks the Lord.
And
And
California.
what is that in the background there? There's like 3 kites or butterflies or something. Is that to symbolize the 3 beasts of the apocalypse? Yeah.
Yes.
And that car has 4 headlights. Most cars only have 2 headlights. That's also suspect.
false prophet in a Cadillac Eldorado convertible. And we know this represents the Antichrist because...
Hold on, wait.
We know that it represents the
A
Antichrist,
Cadillac
guys.
Eldorado convertible.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. He's going to explain it.
if we look at his license plate, we see
Yeah.
there are 3 6s.
Wow.
Way ahead
And
of
this
you.
is reminiscent of the scene in Gangnam Style where the
Hold
man
on.
in
Hold on.
Reminiscent of Gangnam Style.
I love this
Wow.
guy.
Yeah. He's way better than Mario.
Oh, yeah. No, this dude's what the vigilant Christian aspires to be. Like, when it comes to crazy motherfuckers spouting random nonsense theories on the internet, this guy has got Mario bent over a table and spanked. I like this guy.
yellow, representing Pope Benedict, after he is
Yeah.
defeated by the Antichrist, drives off in an automobile with 3 5s on the license plate. The 3 5s represent the church, but in this case, those 3 6s, of course, refer to the Antichrist.
Okay.
Now, the next
So I have a
part of-
question. Does any license plate that happens to have 3 6s on it reference the Antichrist?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
this opening is extremely important because we see the false prophet give a false Eucharist to the Antichrist. And that's why I believe this video was supposed to be a boasting by the one world government that they had indeed
If
taken over
you
the
wanted to
Catholic Church.
boast to people, wouldn't you boast in like a video that they would actually see, not a video that only like little teenage girls were gonna see? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, when you put it on some world stage where it's like the Super Bowl, like, woohoo, Antichrist
Yeah, like,
won, bitch!
make it like the Super Bowl halftime show or something, you know? Don't fucking put in a One Direction video. We're going to boast to the nation's 14-year-old girls that we took over the Catholic Church. Illuminati strikes again.
Which, I mean, the Catholic Church is pretty shitty to begin with, so would it really be that bad?
No.
You know, it'd probably be better,
Could the Illuminati
actually.
do a worse job than actual Catholicism?
And
I don't
Pope
think so.
Francis was going to take the daily sacrifice away from the prince. And if you look at a close-up, even though it's supposed to be an apple that the false prophet is giving to the Antichrist, it's pretty faded out, and it definitely looks like a host. And if we look at Danny DeVito close-up, you can see he is consuming a Eucharist.
He's consuming a Eucharist.
Okay. So,
It's so clear that that's what he's consuming.
right, you know,
Clear
I
as
can totally
day.
tell. It could not be anything else but a Eucharist. Just look at it. Just fucking look at it.
Look at this
people.
really pixelated, crappy image.
That is clearly a
And as I
Eucharist,
say, this is really sets the tone for this entire video. This video is about the taking over of the Catholic Church by the Antichrist and the false prophet. And next we see the
What?
I don't know. How much longer is this?
I mean, we can stop now.
Let's go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's running out of steam.
Here's another compelling video.
Oh God.
This'll
I
prove-
sense danger.
This will prove beyond the shadow of a doubt that Obama is genetically a socialist.
Genetically,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
that makes sense.
Because you know it is a genetic trait being a socialist.
Yes. Okay, stop.
It is clear.
Stop. Did you ever notice that pretty much any show that's totally full of shit has to work true in their title somehow?
Oh, yeah.
or like talk about how fucking true and legit they are all the time. Like Fox News is like fair and balanced, fair and balanced, fair and balanced. Or that one guy, Rick Wiles, that's always talking the crazy shit on the radio, like Obama fucking wants Americans to die of Ebola. His show is called True News. And then the Manning Report's like, the truth. The fucking truth. The truth that they're afraid to tell you.
Though Obama did present a forged document, and he's wholly and completely ineligible, he is a criminal, and he should never have been elected president.
What?
One would wonder.
You mean kind of like George Bush, who was a criminal?
New film reveals to Americans who the president really is.
Yeah.
Why did it take so long for him to present that document in the first place? There are a couple of things. One is
because he didn't have to present it.
Yeah. And also, I mean, the really like the when it should have just been totally case closed was when they actually went back and saw that there were
birth announcements.
Yeah, birth announcements in the newspaper after Obama's birth.
That was all planned.
So, I mean, like, at that point, you just have to say, like, oh, case closed. There's nothing here. Let's go.
He actually did release his long-form birth certificate, which for years they were like, he hasn't released it. It's like, okay, he released it.
And then he put it out there, and then they're like,
it's
fake.
Yeah.
Totally fake.
Well, that's why they didn't want to do it, because they knew that's all they would say. Oh, it's a fake. Case closed.
We study our top forensic analysts, and then it cuts to some fucking dude in like a trailer with the fucking magnifying glass, like, yeah,
oh, it's bullshit.
Oh man, look at that. That ain't right. That ain't fucking right. Look at that there. Huh?
If you compare mine and his, they different. You know, he's wrong. He's lying.
That's
now,
one lying ass son of a bitch.
Davis, who was a communist from way back when, a part of the black Bolshevik movement out of the Trotskyites that happened in the 30s up through the 60s. Frank Marshall Davis attracted and married a wealthy white socialite in Chicago, and they were drummed out of town where they found, I suppose, some sort of refuge and peace in the state of Hawaii. When he went to Hawaii with this wealthy white socialite, she was not enough for his sexual appetite.
She was not enough for his sexual appetite.
Frank Marshall Davis. He started having sex with Madeline Ann Dunham, Obama's grandmother. And then, of course, after Madeline Ann Dunham and Frank Marshall Davis were locked into a love affair.
I like the sign behind him. The Hey Obama, show us... What does it say?
Show us real birth certificate, homie.
Is it the real...
It says the... I don't know.
Yeah. The sign is fucked up. It's, hey, Obama, show us the birth certificate. The real homie.
I guess that's what it says. But it looks like it says, the Hey Obama, show us real birth certificate, homie.
Yeah, I like it better that way. Come on,
but that
homie.
has to be what it is, because look, there's a fucking comma after birth certificate.
Oh, my...
It makes no fucking sense. Can they even see it?
Let's see. Let's see how much of it they can actually. Not really.
No, they. I guess that's.
Do you want me to take the overlay away for a second?
Take it away so they can see this fucking sign.
Okay. Let's see. I'll take it away for just a second here.
Yeah, look at that. The Hey Obama, show us real birth certificate, homie. Doctor James Davis. This guy is a doctor of what?
Kind of like Kent Hovind's a doctor.
Founder website www. Is that Allah or Atla? I can't read it.
Know.
Something.org. And he's got you notice he has a chalice behind him.
Yeah.
What does that symbolize?
He's a man of the cloth.
Ann Dunham, the 16-year-old daughter of Madeline, walked through the house one day, and Frank Marshall saw that and decided he wanted to have a taste of her as well.
Damn, girl, you fine.
Sounds like he's jealous at this point.
Yeah.
I know.
He get to sample so much poontang, not me, though.
He had this white woman. She was not enough for his sexual appetite. So he had another white woman. And then he saw that other white woman's 16-year-old daughter. And he was like, let me get some of that.
It's like it's just like this is just him spouting his own sexual fantasies about some random obscure historical figure. And then they're like, and that's why Obama is socialist genetically.
And he did.
Genetic socialists.
Now, this has been demonstrated in a documentary that was posted up some time ago.
I'm sure
And
it's
if you
a
look at the
highly credible
pictures of Frank
documentary,
Marshall
too.
Davis and Obama, or look at the picture of Barack Hussein.
They all have similar features. I mean,
That doesn't prove anything. Okay, if he had some like evidence, like here's some of his DNA, and we're gonna compare it. You know, like okay, not this. Let's look at some pictures.
Well, there-
This proves it.
Well, you know, all them black people look the same to me.
Barack Hussein Sr. and Obama, you'll see that Barack Hussein Obama is the spitting image of Frank Marshall Davis. Meaning,
What?
look, they both smile. They both have teeth. Sometimes they close their eyes.
They both have big noses. There you go.
Yeah.
Case closed.
They
Checkmate.
No, they really have a lot of differences, actually.
No, but like, just don't focus on that. Only focus on the similarities.
That's retarded.
No. Look how similar they look. That's the same.
It's just the
fucking
same
guy.
facial pose. That's all it is.
No, Scotty, you're stupid.
They just caught him doing a similar.
You don't know what the
facial
fuck
movement,
you're
which,
talking
like they're
about.
laughing and closing their eyes.
They both
You
laugh.
don't. They both laugh and close their eyes, and they both tilt their head the same way when they do it. How can you explain that if that's not his father, Scotty?
It's a common human
No, it's not.
characteristic.
No, it's not. You're fucking stupid as shit, Scotty.
Okay, you've never
that
tilted
Your
head.
Stanley
stupidity
Ann Dunham
frustrates
was
me.
such a whore. Either she
Such a-
didn't know
was
who
such
the
a
father
whore.
was because she was having sex with both of these black men as a young, if you will,
Probably at the same
whorish
time.
white girl. But maybe to protect herself from the wrath of her mother so that her mother would not know that she was having sex with her mother's lover, Frank Marshall Davis, she put the baby on, or she blamed Barack Hussein Obama Sr. because she did not want her mother to know that she was having sex with the man that her mother was having.
It sounds like he's describing a soap opera or something
know,
like
right?
that.
Yeah, I mean, this is all well and good, but I mean, if he had any evidence, maybe we could say like, yeah, there's something to that, but there's no evidence. There's just a story.
Sex with. So she flew to Mombasa in Kenya to give birth to try to validate that Barack Hussein Sr. was indeed the father. But it doesn't stop there, my friends. No, it certainly does not. Barack Hussein Obama knows that his father is Frank Marshall Davis. He understands
I have a
that.
question.
He's
What does any of this matter, even if it were true? Like, even if this whole story was completely true, like, what does it have to do with anything?
The funniest thing was that the person who sent this to me was like, I want you guys to talk about this. Please take it seriously. And I'm like,
What?
How could we possibly take it seriously? What do you mean, please take it seriously?
Ridicule is the best thing for this piece. Like, no, we're gonna debunk this. Like, if you need this debunked, you're fucking stupid. Like,
But
there's so much evidence to prove this is the contrary to this.
but even if it were true,
And he's not really presenting any evidence. He's just telling
Right,
us a
he's
story.
and showing pictures.
He's weaving his narrative together and saying, "Oh, I'm right." You know, that's,
I mean,
that's
where's
basically what's going on.
where is even a shred of actual evidence that any of this happened? I mean, he's if it's out there, he hasn't presented. He said there's a documentary you can watch that shows the evidence, but he ain't presenting even any of it.
I'll look for that next, for the next show.
Yeah, maybe we could take a look at the evidence, but like, even if this is true, like, so what? What does it even mean?
sees that. At some point in time, his children are going to have to look and know that their real grandfather is not Barack Hussein Obama Sr., but Frank Marshall Davis, the communist Bolshevik who had a taste and a deep appetite for white women and was able to lure white women to his bed, including Stanley Ann Dunham. Finally,
I have studied
if
his
you
behavior
ever wonder why,
in an attempt to replicate it. So far, no
He had
success.
an insatiable appetite for the white women. It's like, dude, you just sound jealous.
I know. Look at his face. He looks jealous.
He's like, why ain't that me?
Madeline Dunham has never come out in full support of Obama when he was running for the office of the nomination of the Democrat Party.
She may be old, but I'd still bang her.
She's a white woman.
Nor when he won that nomination, or her voice is never on record. There's not one piece of paper. There's not one article written where she was interviewed by anybody in any major news media supporting Barack Hussein Obama.
Who cares?
Because she knew that her daughter was having sex with the man that she was having sex
Or,
with. And
alternate theory, it could be because by the time he was even running, she was old as the fucking hills and probably senile.
I actually think she died,
Right, she died like just while he was still campaigning, didn't she?
or maybe like right before he got
Oh yeah,
elected.
yeah. No, I think she died like right after or right before the election. Yeah.
Because I remember John McCain said something about that in his concession speech.
Just fucking look at her, though. I mean, it's not really that big of a mystery why she didn't give fucking interviews.
And why the fuck would you want to interview the president's grandmother anyway?
Yeah. What does that matter?
Like, how many other presidents' grandmothers have been interviewed?
I don't know.
I wouldn't even care if I saw that on TV. Like, here's the president's grandmother. It's like, why the fuck do I give a shit about this? Like,
what else is on?
She's not fucking doing anything. Like, she has no involvement in politics. Like, show the fucking president. If anything.
any mother, that can be very, very disturbing. First of all, Madeline Ann Dunham was married, and she should not have been having sex. She was having an adulterous relationship. Then to come along and find that the man she was having an adulterous relationship was having a relationship with her daughter, and out of that was born Barack Hussein Obama. And so therein, my friend, is the whole mystery unraveled in terms of why the birth certificate was such a problem for Obama.
Why?
But he pinned it.
What is with? I wish that I was one of these people that just didn't need any evidence to believe whatever I wanted to believe.
You'd probably be religious then.
Yeah, but I wouldn't go with one of the classic religions. I would just make up my own shit where I'm God and everyone else is just like fucking scum and you should grovel and fucking kiss my feet and shit.
You're not like that already.
No, but I mean, I would fucking be totally like that, just completely fucking over, like literally, like I am your god, and if you don't acknowledge my greatness, then I will smite you.
I will smite you. You have displeased the TJ.
The TJ is angry.
I will throw a soda at you.
All will suffer.
So let's move on to the next video. This was a video someone sent to me from a popular YouTuber, Adosa Buckley.
Yeah.
Have you heard of him?
No.
He's pretty popular. He's apparently
Is it the same dude that used to do What the Buck?
I'm not sure.
Okay, let's take a look. I'll just know in a minute.
Yeah. So.
April 20th.
No.
AKA
Totally different
420.
So he's going to talk. This was a while back, but I just found the video and I thought we could comment on it here.
Okay.
An unofficial holiday for marijuana aficionados. The origin has something to do with a code made up sometime in the 70s. Some clever stoner then realized, hey, April's the 4th month of the year, and April has a 20th day.
It's also
So April
Hitler's
20
birthday.
Yeah.
And the anniversary of the Columbine massacre.
Yeah.
So
20th became 420. On Saturday, it was trending on Twitter. By the way, that whole thing in Boston, completely forgotten. 420, Coachella, and Waffle House are now more important. 3 people
Okay.
died and 183 people were injured, some of them to a point where they've lost limbs. Less
Stop.
than